First and foremost, want to thank the Most High for everything He been doing for us in our lives, and also waking us up in this time of this lack of wisdom that's going on regarding the Most High, what's really going on in the world, and His kingdom to come. Today, want to go into the book of Daniel. Start off in Daniel because it says that knowledge will be increased, but is it the knowledge of the Most High? Right? A lot of people are online and social media and bringing out what they perceive as the truth or knowledge of how to get ahead in this world, but it's going to be for naught. We're going to go to Daniel chapter 12 and verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. You see today, you getting so much information a lot faster than back in the days, encyclopedia days, going to the library. Now with this internet, you get things like that. And not really just comparing what's going on with this word, because a lot of people don't believe that this word is the truth, right? Not knowing it's a history book, it's a prophetic book, and it's the key. It's the key to unlocking just to get to the light so you can just see what's going on in this dark world. We're going to keep it going. So this knowledge of the Most High, what is that? His son Christ, these commandments, knowing how to walk righteously in this wicked world. We're going to Malachi chapter 2 and 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they shall seek the law at his mouth. For he is the messenger of the Lord. This is what the priests were doing, the Levites, always giving you the word of the Lord. But today, pastors aren't respected, making the Lord's flock, just turning it into a money situation, right? Prosperity. No one to just find what's really going on in this earth. Your reason for voting, your reason for tossing you to and fro with no proper knowledge. Let's go to 1 Corinthians. Everyone's favorite entertainer. If they say something, it's gold. Someone bringing out the word that's not, famous or something like that, or not an athlete or a politician in this world, that their word sticks more than this. How is that? How is that for people? And they saying that they believe in Jesus Christ. They believe in the word of the Lord. They believe in the God of Israel. They don't even know who the Israelite is. Some people haven't even heard of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, but they go into church every Sunday. So we're gonna go to 1 Corinthians chapter 3. And let's start at verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High God, right? And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you. If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy. For the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are. That true understanding. People today, teaching just eat the vegetables, just eat the fruit, right? Not knowing that the Most High gave you a dietary law. He gave you commandments to keep your spirit right. He tell you the law is holy in Romans chapter 7. So everyone's just worrying about the creation more than the creator. They'll worry about getting healthy for their flesh, but they not worried about their soul, that you're going to be judged and you should be following the Most High God, his commandments. You should know about him. You should know what's to come. You should know what's really behind these world governments. You should really know, right? Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise. Right? Because you got to understand that you don't know nothing when you come into this. Everything you thought that you knew concerning the Most High, his son, Yeshua, his son, Jesus Christ, everything that you thought you knew, you didn't know nothing. You didn't know he was coming back to judge the nations. You thought he was just coming with flowers and roses. And that's not what this word says. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High God. See, In God we trust. He's not attached to these demonic forces in the kingdoms of this world. He's not with the United Nations or none of that. He is building a government on his son, like this word says. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. And again, the Lord knoweth the thoughts of the wise, that they are in vain. The thoughts of the people that's running the show, the people that get an award and they like to thank God for this award, and you've been pushing wickedness. You haven't been pushing righteousness according to thus saith the Lord. So which God are they serving? You know, you can't serve two masters, right? We're going to go to Isaiah chapter 55. Through the precepts, we're going to get understanding. Let's go Isaiah 55, family. Let's get it. In verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. So we have to know, is how I'm moving, is this right according to thus saith the Lord? Is this how do you know if you don't study to show yourself approved? If you don't study, if you don't know his feast days, you still doing things that's against the Most High God. You're doing the holidays of the world. You're not doing the feast days of the Lord, right? Let's keep it going. Let's go to Proverbs. Let's go to Proverbs 23. And verse 23 reads, buy the truth and sell it not. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding. You got to get this truth and don't let no one take it away from you. Get the truth of the Most High God. Get the commandments. Get the history. Get the prophecies. Get the who are the people of the book. Get the understanding of the lineage of the nations ruling this world, so you know what's really going on behind their politics, policies, like when you read Wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha. You understand the reason for the slavery of the children of Israel. You understand why there's Gentiles in the land of Israel. You learn all these things, right? You can't get his wisdom away once you get it. We're going to the book of Luke. And for people that's just holding on to this world and not trying to get right with the Most High God, not knowing, you're going to be checking out of this world. Your spirit, your soul is going to leave one day. And you banking on just the riches, you got to make sure you're doing right by the Most High, right? Let's start at, gonna go Luke 12 and let's start at verse 15. We're going to Luke 12 and 15. And he said unto them, take heed and beware of covetousness, for a man's life consisteth not in the abundance of the things which he possesseth. And that's what's going on today. Certain women don't want to deal with you if you're not up to here with your finances. People treat you a certain way if your finances not set up right? If you going through a struggle. So people think that I'm successful. I got the bag, I got this. But you not successful with the Most High. You don't know him. So you made a bad business decision. You didn't make a good business decision. You made a bad business decision. You more worried about the world and what they teaching you than what God got for you, right? Let's go to verse 16. And he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully. And he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits. And he said, this will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater. And there will I bestow my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. Look, you got it all. Just sit back. You doing good, right? But God said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be which thou hast provided? So is he that layeth up treasures for himself and is not rich toward the Most High God, Ahiah, Ashar, Ahiah, the God of Israel. Exodus 13, he says his name is I am, right? If you not rich toward him, you doing this all for nothing. You falling for the traps of the devil, right? You falling for the traps of the devil. So you got to come back to commandments. Let's go to Psalms chapter 119. 1 second. Go to Psalms 119. One second, family. We going to Psalms 119, right? Let's get it. Let's get it. We're not going to be on today. But just, you could say something about this, thus saith the Lord, and it don't matter to your people out there, friends and family in the world, right? But Kendrick Lamar, somebody say something about an Israelite 3 years ago, and when he was talking about it, yeah, now he not talking about it. And you just right back to your ways, right? You back into your idolatry. That's why we know we the people of this book, because it's so easy to just get our people on the idolatry, right? Someone you think is handsome, right? Women, men, someone you think is pretty, or a dude that come from the bottom and he got the bag, and look at what he talking about. Gang culture, all these different things that get us in traps, right? Let's go Psalms 119. Let's start from the top. Let's get it. Blessed are the undefiled in the way who walk in the law of the Lord. When you walk in the law of the Lord, when you walk in the law of the Most High God, it keep you clean, keep you straight. You're not worried about a lot of the things on the side. This is part of your, this word becomes a part of you, right? Your spirit change when you really in this. You feel dirty when you start going away from what you know you should be doing. Blessed are they that keep his testimonies and that seek him with the whole heart, not just a little bit, not because you going through something or you want to be a part of a feast day, or because you going through it and you just, Lord, just fix it. No, you do it when you're up, you do it when you're down. You serving him all season, right? They also do no iniquity. You don't do no sin. They walk in his ways. Thou hast commanded us to keep thy precepts diligently. You got to keep the precepts diligently. Hebrews 8 say he going to put his law in the children of Israel's inward parts. This law got to be in you. See, people that don't endure, not just saying a part of a congregation or an Israelite church, or knowing you Israel, but this word that's really up in you, you don't really go away from it. It don't matter if you get offended or fall out with someone in the truth or anything like that. You cannot leave this work of the Most High God, right? That's what the devil wants you to do. Oh, that my ways were direct to keep thy statutes, then shall I not be ashamed when I have respect unto all thy commandments. You got respect to all his commandments. You understand it's for you. This was made good for you, like Paul say in Romans chapter 7, right? Let's go to, I want to jump it over, verse 98. Verse 98, family. Thou, through thy commandments, hast made me wiser than mine enemies. See, and we're going to talk about the enemies of when you read of the Lord, when you read Psalms 83. The people that's coming up under this whole United Nations, your news stations, your programming, your jail systems, your food, your education, your television, your internet, your pharmaceutical industry, man, the list goes on and on, right? But the enemies of the Lord that's looking to defile his people and destroying the earth, you wiser than them. You know it's a trap. But when you don't know that, when you don't know this word, you don't know the Lord, not know, have a relationship with God, no. According to thus saith the Lord. When you're really checking yourself, when you can say, I'm not moving right, God not pleased with what I've been doing, instead of making an excuse. The people that's really following what the Lord talking about, right? You don't fall for their traps. You're not worried about their jabs. You're not worried about the programming. When they're saying they're coming to help, you know they're coming to destroy. So look, he say right there, he say, thou through thy commandments has made me wiser than mine enemies, for they are ever with me. I have more understanding than all my teachers, for thy testimonies are my medicine. Come on. Come on. So family, when you keep this make you wiser than the world, right? This make you wiser than what people falling for. It says the law of the Lord. It says that this word going to endure forever. Let's get that. Let's get that. Matter of fact, we're not going to just, let's get that, family. And then we're going to get up out of here. We're going to Peter. Second Peter. So like your First Peter. We're going to go to 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse, we're going to go 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 24, right? For all flesh is as grass, and the glory of man as the flower of grass. Check it out. The grass withereth, and the flower thereof falleth away. But the law of the Lord endureth forever. This gonna last forever. You hear me? And this is the word which by the gospel is preached unto you. So this law of the Lord, this word that the Lord bringing out going to endure forever. Even before 2,000 years ago, before Rome took over Jerusalem. Told you they were coming, right? Daniel prophesied of the 4 beasts before they came about. Before the Greeks and the Romans came, the 3rd and 4th beast, when he was in Babylonian and Persian captivity. So you see, time and time again, but when you don't know nothing and your mind is just on the world, that's why the Most High say the wisdom of this world is foolishness. You spend your whole lifetime chasing the world and not worrying about your soul. Your grandma, your mama, your girlfriend, boyfriend, your children, your husband, wife. Look, it's going to be you and the Most High on Judgment Day. What type of talents did you bring forth? Like he said, right? What type of works you bring forth? So with that, family, just keep your mind on the Most High. A lot of distractions out here to get you away from the truth, right? Of this Bible. So with that, want to praise and thank the Most High, Ahia Shar Ahia, and his son Yeshai, right? Shalom.